He said, "Hey, welcome to our podcast. I'm Jason,
And I'm Karen. And I'm Greg.
and this is Walking Dead episode 57. And we got special guest Grace on today. You guys might remember her from when we interviewed Lauren Cohan. Hi, Grace.
Oh, nice.
Before we for a regular old episode, just tell me how long you can say about it. And I'm really sick today, so a lot of you are going to have to put up with my sniffling and everything. I was infected by my job. Yeah. So before we get started, I just want to mention that Karen went to the Image Expo, which was held by Image Comics in Ocean, right?
Yeah, on Saturday. It was so fun.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, it really was.
I'm going to play a little segment from one of the panels at the Image Expo. Editors know this is a panel with Chris Hardwick moderating, and it's Robert Kirkman, Steve Young plays Lynn, and Norman Beers plays Daryl. Ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
Hi, I'm Karen. My partner Jason and I have a podcast. We actually had both. We had Robert had 2 years on campus. Yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Yeah. So, just as you asked, we've been loving the last 2 episodes of the Bizarre episodes. Really great. And I just want to know how season 3 is different than season 4.
I think that what we've seen so far is very much a good indication of what we've seen season 3. I think that, Mr. from the Shield Tool comedian, pretty much stuff is as possible as what we've seen both season 3, and that we're pitch season 3 to which is AMC, and I think pitch we've been talking for like 2 hours, and I'm not going to do it. It's all stuff very intense as well. I think people are doing more, and I think I'm saying anyway, because, I messaged people want to join me, I messaged people also. I actually have these guys in the room, and so we can walk into it, so and we're going to talk a little bit what's going on, and we're going to go, woo, so we're going to
So that was pretty good.
You were great. That was
Yeah,
really
it's awesome.
Aw, you were the sweet.
Usually I'm seeing you guys, oh yeah, what's up?
You probably remember Karen Haiku.
I know.
And I got a picture of him posted on
I saw that.
Yeah, it was really cool. It wasn't really crazy crowded like I understand comics. It was actually people were running talk to comics. It was all about comics. It wasn't about movies. It wasn't about television. Really, other than the time with Walking Dead. And it was great. It was really fun. Chris Hardwick, you hear him. He's moderator, and Robert Kirkman normally doesn't see him. And Norman just walked in and he bought some art bombs in Chinatown, Oakland, and he's been with Steven. So he threw them, and Steven apologized, and it really stuck the whole thing up. It was pretty amazing. You see the reaction when you watch it at the very beginning.
Why do you supposed to do that?
Because Norman is
Yeah, I think I saw people going around too. I think you're right there.
Yeah. Steven's name is
yeah, you're probably. We asked him. We asked him when he comes on our show, which he promised to do. We don't.
Right, that's pretty cool. So yeah, speaking of that, I'm just going to go ahead and I was going to say for the emails, but one of the tweets that I liked this week says, it's from Lindsay. It says, "Hey, Big Bald Head," which is his Twitter name. Let's watch the podcast. I'd love to hear you on the podcast interview. So anyway, if you, I'm gonna give you guys a request. Whoever wants to have Norman Reedus on the show, go to twitter.com/JasonKaren. Scroll down until you see my tweet asking him to come on and just retweet it. That way he'll see that a lot of our listeners want to have him on, and then maybe he'll go through comments with Karen and give us a shout out and we can get that set up. So, but if you guys don't do it, then I'll take that to mean that you actually don't want to have him on, and then he'll come on. Yeah, totally. People have already thanks a lot. I appreciate it. And one more thing, before actually Karen, is there anything else you want to say about the
Yeah, one more thing. You should, if anybody's going to Boondock Saints, you should go and watch the end of the video because Norman Reedus makes his famous Boondock Saints line. It says it like it says in the movie, and people all thought it was crazy. He also gave a shout out basically by saying that he loves Georgia and loves writing so much. I know.
All right, let's move on.
Attention shoppers, it has top 5 in 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, so top five highlights for episode 10, right? Season 2, episode 10. 18 comes out, and I think there's a lot of yelling in this episode, so I imagine you did a real score, right?
4.5 out of 5.
Oh, totally consistent.
I loved it. Totally loved it.
Yeah, cool. What about you, Grace?
Kind of that one, I'm not into pointing all that. That was great. It was
I thought it was good, really good. I thought it was a lot actually heavier than usual. Like it's all dealing with suicide. And I mean, the show's usually pretty heavy, but by the end of this one, I felt like it really taken an emotional toll. Like Rick and Shane's best friend finally blows, and Andrea going, especially Andrea sending Maggie off just so she could surreptitiously leave her sister alone there to decide whether she can kill herself. That was pretty fun, actually.
Yeah.
So glad you're across there.
Yeah. I mean, no matter what your philosophy is on whether or not you should be given the opportunity to choose whether you live or die, I decided to blame Maggie at all for kicking her out of the house. Now she should never come back.
Yeah, I had that. She told her.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, what's her plan to work? Okay, well, let's just get started. Why don't you go first, Grace?
My five, the pillowism, kind of originally Dr. Crossroads, to the point where Jane had a different choice that you're separate from not. I just thought it was neat. And the Lone Runner, I really like, I guess there's different things to say what might be live or not, but some thought that Jane's alone, outcast, or I've heard somebody say that, well, they're kind of back exactly where they started the that in the car with the guy in the back, so something didn't change. They still have the handle, or maybe even like the Degenerate theories of, everything infected kind of thing, and that's their future, or maybe kind of what
Yeah, I mean, I think the most obvious one was that, he identified with a zombie. He's feeling very alone and isolated, but it could be like kind of like, that could be me anytime now, the way things go in this room, whether he's a zombie or not, he might not feel alone at some point with nobody else around.
Right.
I thought it was really interesting too. I don't know if I've ever seen something like that before. You think this thing is usually kind of terrifying, but if you just stay out in the field far away by yourself, suddenly it's kind of like, oh, no zombie.
I think this is the first Lone Runner that we see just kind of meandering, that purpose. I don't think we've seen that before.
I don't think so. Yeah, the closest thing I think of is going well, but he's been fine.
I heard somebody say, somebody wrote that for them, the lone zombie just started walking. He sees him the beginning, so kind of sees him at the end, so going, and the zombie still started shambling the field, going in the same direction, so aimlessly going forward with no real clue how, where it was going. And it starts to realize them, and they were kind of just going forward with no, not knowing what's ahead and not really knowing what to do.
What the writers of the show have that.
Yeah.
Glenn Lazar on I forget his tweets, but he said the same thing that, or no, somebody asked him what does the lone zombie mean, and he said, I'm not going to tell you that for you guys to discuss. So I think he likes that it could mean all these different things.
Yeah. Okay, the one thing about lone zombie shower, that's one of their special effects makeup artists.
The name is Jake Carter.
Interesting. Okay, Karen, you're from 5.
Okay, so I really liked this entire episode. I thought this was a whole new direction for the series, in that it focused on fewer characters, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of Lost. I really like it. I like writing like case, like feel. And somebody else wrote less more many times, and in this case they focused on fewer characters, so it went more in depth, and I really liked it. So I liked the whole thing, how in the beginning you don't really know what's going on, and then it sort of revealed itself later on. I just love that.
Very bad thing to do.
Yeah, right, exactly. It felt like a really smart episode, and so there's that.
For me, it was like I liked it, but when it was over and it just sat there for a second, I'm like, wow, I was really affected by that. So I liked it more. Even though the feeling like it was kind of weighty, depressed feeling, I still like anything that can move me that much.
Yeah,
I don't want every week to be that way. But
It was my hangover.
yeah, totally. My number 5 was that there were a couple of kind of zombie rules I think were established here, or at least touched upon. One was that I don't think we've ever seen this before. It's not really that because he had white blood on the fence, the zombies would come running for it, sit it out, like sharks.
Yeah, you basically got them.
Exactly. It was like right away. Like, oh. and then another interesting thing was I really didn't quite get what the hell's going on here, but Shane pointed out to police zombie corpses and said there's not any bites here, and it said there's not any scratches then. And so it made me wonder, did Jenner tell Rick that everyone would be a zombie no matter what? And if so, then is he just trying to mislead Shane? And why would he do that? Or maybe that's not what Jenner told Rick.
I think he was being Chase.
Yeah.
I think just with violence and everything, I think he didn't kind of check out Shane to go like that. I think he was still covering him.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because he doesn't want them to feel more helpless.
I guess, but it's a good amount.
It's good. It makes it interesting.
But then later, he goes over to the, I think he actually decided with Rainbow Kid that to go ahead and leave Shane on the bus, and then they were leaving, and then he came upon the zombie corpses, and Rick kind of stared at him for a while, and he was like, okay, save Shane. And so I'm wondering, did that have anything to do with that, or because there were two cops?
Yeah, because there were two cops, and
Okay.
Two
Two
You know,
parties.
I kind of disagree. I know a lot of people are saying that he sees the two of them and decides to go back because it's similar between him and Shane. But honestly, I think part of the reason why he went back is because he notices that there's ammo and guns on cops, and he was all out of ammo before. Remember, he used all his bullets in zombie damage. So he now he's well armed. He's like, okay, now I go back. So I think part of the reason why he went back because it's like he struck the hands with bullets and guns.
Did he sit there and pick up the bullets?
Yeah, he picked up he did the bullets, he picked up the guns and the whatever cartridges, I guess. Even
Right. But I think that there was some kind of poignancy about it being two zombie cops, though.
Definitely.
Okay, who's next, Grace?
Before, I thought the cinematography of the general camera work, and I love the real point of view camera.
Yeah.
The back of the car, and the hat, over the face, and also even more like that the camera was around the hole for so much. The crawling on the ground, the whole workplace, so much of it around the camera was just so real and like great. And I just love it. Just don't know, it's so good.
Plus, when you mentioned before, one of the shots, in my opinion, of the entire show was when Rick and Shane were talking at the beginning, and you see them near the wrong road, and at the end, the camera pans up, and you see that they're at crossroads, literally and figuratively, and that was really cool.
Grace, now that we're a few episodes into the Glenn Mazar led portion of Fairmont, how are you liking it better, the same, or not as well?
I'm not better. I think it feels more real and more raw. And I think something I noticed this week that you brought up last week, so I think another thing was just, I mean, even with Claire, I think it's them that makes it feel more real to me.
Yeah,
I just,
agree, huh?
yeah, I really like it better. I mean, there were some great scenes, in the first part of the season, but just for overall episode feels, I really like it.
Karen?
Yeah, I agree. So before is the zombie sandwich on Rick. I'm a sucker for good zombie kill, and this one was inspired. As my as a journalist pointed out, you can see the gun poking through the back of the zombie's head. He goes into the mouth and shoots it, and then you get the back of the head perspective. And there's the mouth of the gun poking through. Awesome. There's some great zombie kills in this episode, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the obvious zombie kill of the week, but another one of my favorites was when Rick came on this bald zombie and stuck the knife right in his head.
Yes.
And it was just like satisfying to find out because it was such a great smooth, nice surface, just kind of shaking.
I like Speed Bump Zombie. Speed Bump Zombie, they got the
Yes, Eve on zombie was fantastic.
See, I thought I heard that Hyundai did not want to run over the car, run over the zombie head, so I was surprised to see that.
I got excited.
You want that in a car?
They made me want Hyundai more.
Right, today this is a great car. You all guys including zombie.
But you know what, though, on the downside, this was the first episode where I wasn't totally transported away into the world of zombies. Like, I felt like, oh, that seems like a guy in a zombie makeup. And I never felt that before the show. And I'm not sure if it's because we had a lot of nighttime scenes, so now seeing the day, in all the Richie glory makes more apparent. I don't think so. I think there's something particular about this episode. I don't know.
That's very interesting.
You didn't have that?
Not at all. Although, it's funny. David Gunn mentioned he had beef with how easy it is to get a knife through a zombie's skull, and he's like, "There's no way to stick a knife through a skull easily." And it's like I was watching Talking Dead, and Kim Smith pointed out that he's already instructor G Fox, so he was wondering the same thing. And Chris pointed out that his zombies are commercially caged, they have more consistency like Brie, so it would be a little easier. And so he also said that the knife radical production. That's interesting.
Oh, really? That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 4 is Lone Zombie, which we already talked about. But one thing that I liked about the first time Shane saw Lone Zombie was that Rick was talking about kind of survivalist stuff, mundane kind of. He was saying that they should use knives instead of guns to save ammo.
How we survive winter.
Yeah, collect dry goods and clothes. And that, people who don't know the comic aren't here, but I love that because that's one thing that is very prevalent in the comics, this kind of mundane survivalist stuff that gives a charm and is missing from the show. And so it's specifically that kind of stuff, like they have a whole scene in the comic where they're learning how to shank zombies through a chain link fence, just like Rick was teaching Shane how to do later on.
Nice.
So, that's kind of
Yeah, that's the chain of fence thing really reminds me of the comic. How great right now. I love that.
Nice use of the word shank in a sentence.
Right, thank you. Grace?
Number 3. I think that the whole kind of thing, because it was a great topic of discussion, and it brought out so many feelings and everything. And I think it needs to be something that's touched on every once in a while. In the show, you know, not much add on, but so I just like that there.
I also thought, yeah, this is a topic that definitely, if it's going to come up in the show, this would be the show. Karen?
My name is Mystery Randall. The whole time I'm rooting for him. I'm really rooting for him. I'm really sympathetic. I think this whole thing is ridiculous. Though. Put him out, don't blindfold and take him out somewhere died. It was no musical.
Yeah.
And so I'm rooting for him. And I'm right there. And then he kills one of the zombies, and he turns to a psycho. He stabs the zombie and calls her a bitch. And it was really scary. And so what is really about Randall? He is the guy in the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, bitch.
He said yes, yelling her on set and said, "Oh, this is my back." And she said, "Survivor." So
Okay, that was a lot right there because yeah, I feel the same way. Like okay, well, here's the one thing that actually tipped me more towards thinking Randall might be a good guy is that when Rick was deciding whether or not to leave Shane in the bus, Randall's like, just leave him, come on, let's go. And then Rick was like, I don't know. And then Randall said, give me a gun, I'll show you what to do or something like that. And I'm like, what would giving him a gun have anything to do with that? Like if he wants to leave, why would he want a gun unless it was going to be to like one of your Rick or something,
Well, I think the thing where I had literally, and then the thing being on the help thing. But then we're going to kind of like tell the story of him versus Sam.
yeah, well, it was shady, but yeah, it's still close enough to know. But that leads into my three. Go ahead, Karen. Yeah, so just that the show is polarizing. You know, it's something I didn't expect, but over and over again, it's like there's these, Shane, that's been polarization. But there's more stuff now where it feels like I'm going to come down one side, and I know a lot of people will passionately come down on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm impressed that the show can do that because it makes us care. I'm also a little annoyed by it because it kind of reminds me of the politics of today, how the country's divided and everybody's arguing all the time.
It's so polarized,
it's not a comfortable thing to be doing all the time. It doesn't necessarily feel like it all the time. But I guess I'd rather have it this way than it's just bland and
Everything on
But in particular, this episode it is with Randall. Like the show brings out less people. And there's like after last episode, we got emails and stuff saying, yeah, Shane's obviously right. They should have killed Randall. Or
Really?
Yeah. And I'm like, wait a minute. Since when is it okay to just let people die? Just let people die, kill people. They don't know anything about. I mean, sure, he was associated with this guy who was kind of shady and maybe bad, but it's not a given that he's an evil person.
Agree. I'm surprised. Yeah, I thought the intention got frozen.
I know, but some people just think we're crazy for saying something like, no, I'm
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
I thought it was weird that last week Randall's knee was completely shit and this week he's running out.
It was lame. No,
Scientifically, there it is.
yes, huge.
Well, Randall did, like, I know the whole thing, I like taking it off, happy to all games done, but I know.
But there was a big giant thing. Like, that was ridiculous. There was a poll on I think it was AMC.com what should Rick and the group do with Randall. 16,000 people answered. There was were killing, dropping somewhere far away, keeping him as a prisoner, or letting him stay and join the group. And 50% of people said let him stay and join the group. But that was a little too mean. I would say keep him as a prisoner at least until you know more about him.
I don't know. I think I'm going to go down.
Yeah, because even though it's in my nature to want to give somebody a shot, I suspect that he's a bad guy. In fact, he kind of reminds me of like Walking Dead's Henry Gale.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's exactly right.
Okay, next.
I think
Does that mean? For sure, the intensity balance zombies is kind of like catch all everything, but this is like talk about already like the intensity of swearing and the one thing about the real about the situations and so you know the balance between actions like the really intense character moment, the dialogue, a lot of really intense stuff going on. And that was like so great.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, okay, it's been more intense with Zara, and I do like dynamic pacing where there's some episodes that are more zombie heavy and some are, but I remember almost every episode was very intense, and that's actually one of the things I really love. So I think that Walking Dead zombie show could get away with being intense every single episode.
Agreed.
So I think we sometimes really do. But I
But
think
rare. Like not every other episode, I would say, but maybe every fourth or fifth or something. Okay, Karen.
Okay, so my number 2 is the dynamic of Shane and Rick. I really like that. That at first they drive out to Miley 18 past Miley 18, and they talk and discuss things, and but then by the time they get to the Department of Culture, it looks clear to me, which is I thought it looked kind of like the perfect place for two kids who like each other what they do. I like how it's coming down to that he said it's very polarized and it's clearly polarized between Shane's worldview and Rick's worldview. But this time I like how we down this time a lot. I love that Shane just thinks that and tells Rick that he can't take care of anyone, and then Rick ends up saving him. And it was really a really great episode for their dynamic. And Rick tells Shane stop acting like you know the way ahead, and Shane come back with he tried to throw it.
Yeah, and I love that. Rick, I think, came off as the dominant one, all said and done.
Absolutely.
And I love that because Rick's point is, he said, when I found out what happened to you, I break your jaw, like you choke on your teeth, but I didn't. That was a weakness. It took everything. So he's trying to stress to Shane that it's not necessarily very strength to just don't kill anyone you have suspects to be bad or kids in a way. It's actually harder to keep somebody around and build, trust and whatever.
The show restraint, absolutely.
That's awesome. Okay, my number 2 is another polarizing. I think this could be a polarizing question. A lot of maybe everyone will agree with me, but I thought Andrea was a schmuck in this episode. I think she had an interesting argument that instead of crowding a person trying to say show them the silver lining, that you should give them space to make their own decision about whether they should end their life. But I don't agree with that. I think especially because I think people who feel suicidal usually are in this really dark emotional state and they make a decision from that place. And if you just didn't pass out where they can see the possibilities again, then they might change their mind, much like Andrea did when Dale saved her from herself. He can consider doing the choice she would do. So I can't see why she doesn't see. Oh yeah, he got to be that dark side. No, I don't want to stay alive. So it's just ridiculous to me that she did what she did.
Oh, Beth has decided now she wants to live. That she sort of crossed over. I mean, it's a huge risk, but it seems to be obvious, and Beth doesn't do it.
In my view, it worked out, but it's unfortunate because it was too big a risk and they could have done it another way where they didn't take that big risk and it still would have felt like her decision.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, she's taking it all on her shoulders to make a decision also, which is not her place at all. I do feel that she thought it was quite help that Beth thought she wanted to die, but she didn't really die. But it wasn't her place to even begin to take it upon herself to leave her alone.
Right, especially when there were other people her sister trying to help her and she kind of triggered it along the way.
Yep.
And then sort of an adjunct to that is Andrea kind of arguing with Lori that it's not worthwhile to try and keep things nice. That whole argument. I mean, it was like sometimes really satisfying to see those two like alpha females argue. And a lot of people are hating on Lori right now. Did you like her?
No, I didn't
want
like
to die.
Oh,
I don't always like her character, but in that scene I did. I like totally wanted her to be arguing over.
The generals? Which was interesting.
Well,
Or what I did.
You know, she tells Andrea, men can help us on their own area. You should be more housework.
Yeah, that's not the best part. But the part about how it's good to try and make most of it to live life, and Andrea seems to be kind of like, no, there's nothing worth living for. There shouldn't even try to make things nice. She's like,
No, Andrea's on board living it this way. But, and also, Andrea is, I think, a proven badass in one of the shots of maybe a diva shot in there. In fact, she sits up on the RV and guards the encampment. I think she's sort of a vital role, and I think Lori has to about.
I think Andrea is serving a vital role. I agree, and I think that Lori should have appreciated that rather than trying to live for it. But on the other hand, Andrea was belittling Lori on the other women for worrying about laundry and cooking all the things they were worrying about.
I think she's flashing into it.
Well, go back and look again because she was actually belittling that she was saying that stuff's not important and she needed it.
Because the fight started out for very valid reasons, and then they got attacked. You know, started getting into these other things where obviously there's frustration because they're out in the world, it's so very different, and they started going
But you know, Andrea's point is, Lori, you've got a husband and son, you think everything's fine for you, but everything's fucked for us, so don't come and tell us, that we should be, trying to live a happy life. And I think you can say that about life for anybody. Not all life isn't perfect the way I want it to be, so I just give up. I know you're the best of the situation.
You know, and everything, you know, I'm not going to have to be able to persuade you to choose, you know, and it's not the time, but you know, I know.
Okay, who's next?
Is there even one?
I think so.
Okay, that's Rick. That's another one. Just taking control of the leader. Yeah, there's Rick. You know, waiting for so long, and just how he's laying down the law to Shane, and you know, putting on civil mail, and you know, he's also saying that, you know, I'm going to be around to protect them, you know, to protect Lori for our lady, you know, I'll do anything to keep her safe. And you know, I think that was also, you know, a threat to Shane. That, you know, I'll do anything. You know, he was really trying to change his own line. You know,
It was like he was threatening, but also reading a hand out at the same time. You know.
yeah, so, you know, he was giving the chances for Hampton. And I really don't think he was taking Lori's warning to heart, and maybe he should have taken her part. You know, that's what he forgot and things like that. You know, so I just like how he does it every time.
Anyway. My memory was discussed with his big philosophical questions. So I'm going to pass on. We already did that.
My pretty much was too. It's just Rick's reaction to Shane. Shane's sort of being insubordinate from one perspective anyway. Rick is he's harsh with him, so given the opportunity to say part of the group. I wrote, he's like Obama, Hillary Clinton, as Secretary of State. And if there's a reverse, I think Shane would do the same. And I'm pretty sure I don't know if Hillary would do the same. But you know, I like that. Like, it just shows Rick's whole philosophy. It's like, I'm so strong that he decided to be a threat near me. And some people are saying they like that Rick killed those guys in the bar, but when he saved Randall, he backslid. And I'm like, no, that was two totally consistent things. In the bar, he had to kill them or be killed. And but he's still a compassionate person that wants to help people. And you know, I think that could change as the series goes on, but that's where he's at right now. He's still very much a hero figure.
Right.
I really like the ending because when he said to Shane, "That's my wife, that's my son, that's my child," or by the way, he said that for Shane kind of twitched back, but he's like, "You let Shane have to follow me, trust me," and Shane is done. And that was interesting because the whole episode is about kind of whether they should trust this random guy, and now it's about whether Rick should trust Shane. Shane's obvious threat, you know. So these roles can be switched around a little bit, and I find it interesting.
He's a big mission.
Pretty much.
Because it's not your fault.
What else?
I really like hearing Shane coming clean and really hearing what happened and realize that he actually did choose to leave Rick in the hospital.
And
And
said that he tried to help.
well, yeah, he tried it out, but he said, you know, I tried to get out, we weren't going to make it, you know, there's no way, and I knew it, you know. So I think that's something that he was still alive, you know, and that he chose to leave him because he knew there was no way to look out.
Right.
And you know, I think he chose to leave him probably because he goes to care for Carl, you know, of course. You know, I like hearing him about that, in terms of, you know, that he couldn't have lived with his vision, you know, they weren't worrying Carl.
Yeah, and he also spoke openly about shooting Otis in that way. Although he didn't mention that he also like clocked him in the face a couple times.
He did shoot him in the heel.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
But yeah, he was
And he said something like Otis had no business being here. I wasn't sure what he meant by that. Was it because Otis shot Carl?
No.
I didn't understand why they had to blast out poor Randall's eardrums without music.
So you hear the conversation.
Yeah, but he's in a car and trying to hear anything.
Yeah, so I mean, that's actually one of the I love having the music there, and kind of having that little kind of white talk and talking about winter and you know that and quite you know the crossroads and then they go check on like the music. I really like the Dorian. I really like it. And the Tony end.
I like
I've heard that song before.
Yeah, it was on it's in my ringtone and before the season started because it was on the season 2 like trailer. It's not on the
I think like the TV podcast, you know them, Chris?
Yes, they got it.
Yeah, that song.
But they got it from the trailer.
I thought they were recording immediately. Cool. Let's see what else. Okay, here's it. You know, Shane's sitting there holding the door to the bus. Going, turning knife zombies. And then Rick runs around and goes, "Get in the back." And Shane runs back and there's a zombie back there. Like, dude, why didn't you just go back there and get out in the first place and run away?
What's it on purpose?
He had to run. I mean,
Oh, you're right. We need to run. Yeah, right. That's a good question.
I think this just points to that plot logistics for these things are hard because zombies are slow and dumb and most likely never actually be able to take over the world. I thought Emily Kinney played that was real good in this episode, and it's the first time we've really seen that much of her. So I
Actually, it was back online, but she did it.
yeah, I just really came off like a whole team in some ways. Yeah, there are. Okay, let's get top fives.
Okay, this one's from Jerry. And number 5 is the Randall Cam. So on you, how was the man handled it? Number 4, Rick the background Shane, how you Shane, my wife, my son, my one child.
That's good.
Number 3, Shane safe when he thought he was sitting behind the bus.
Like a little
Number 2, the water was dog pile and Rick was shooting them. So at point of bad after he was water down the first.
Right.
And then number 1, Rick Shane fight in the parking lot. Good for Shane for talking about big ass
Yeah, kudos for calling on zombies.
Thanks,
Thanks, Jerry.
All right, this one's rather strange. Number 5, skirmish between Rick and Shane. This really shows the great friendship between two people, as between those who accept the new world and those who still try to exit some order. Number 4, Shane on the bus. When Rick's actually about to leave, Shane trapped on the bus. He sees 2 corpses of police officers and minds them time pass, no matter what happens, they're so friends. Well, what I said, I kind of disagree. Like Number 3, Walker Nest. This is kind of reminiscent of TS19 when Jimmy thought it was safe, swarm and ring off the end, or the going up. Anyway, it's funny. I was listening to Time Dead, and they call that scene where the zombies are coming out of the building. The buttons on the waterfall. Number 2, attempted suicide. Definitely shows what kind of world we're dealing with and how characters react to it. And 1, zombies. Definitely what I was waiting for, and I think I got from many Walking Dead fans out there. Keep comment or Shanley for that matter. Thanks. Very much, Bradley.
Yeah, he's gonna wish.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's move on to news about Walking Dead. So there's mild spoilers all throughout the news today, as usual. So listen at your peril. First item has no spoilers, but listener Jason Taylor has agreed to be our newsman for the WalkingDead.com website.
Cool.
So, yeah, so he's gonna go on and post relevant Walking Dead news items as they come out.
Thanks, Jason Taylor.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Did he ever meet people?
Yes. Although you'll listen to my interesting too. Okay, next. I'm sure you guys have heard this, but British actor David Morse has been hired to play the famous Walking Dead antagonist governor, which I assume next season.
Have you seen his Dr. Wilson?
You know what? I saw it and I totally don't remember a thing about it.
Well, I think it's just one about, right?
It's special, yeah.
Yeah, David and I happened to be watching it a couple weeks ago, saw half of it, and last night he's like, let's watch the second half because that's the dude who's in the second half of it. It's a great episode. It's on the podcast right now.
How is he as an actor?
I heard good about him.
He's fabulous.
He's in a bunch of British TV series movies I've never heard of.
I can't wait.
I think it's
Oh yeah, but it's interesting that Andrew Lincoln is British and so is this guy.
And by the way, he's not known in England.
No.
That's why he's not
Yeah, because like that's what Kirkman said that Charlie Allard, who's British and Military his wife was like excited about it, right?
Right, exactly. Do you hear that dude question? Simple question.
I remember.
He asked, he said, so I talked about governor. I just can't see someone's balls getting nailed to the ground on network TV.
Spoiler. there show it. Okay, let's move on. So, an interview with Lauren Cohan and Maggie on NCTV.com. They asked, have you gotten inured to Walking Dead's horror and around all the time? She said, on set, it just makes you lose your appetite. When we have a few towards of zombies on set, they'll have another room for them to eat to accommodate them. But when there are only a few zombies on set, then we're all in the lunchroom together. It's disgusting. You don't believe they can make people look like that. I find that highly disrespectful. And then that's right. It's just not right. When do you remember your first Walker experience on set? She says, yeah, on the first day I dealt with a zombie. You look at these guys and like, anything I feel bad for the zombies. We had one that was in a zombie fat suit in a 100-degree humidity. That's the thing that's so you feel bad for them and you're terrified of them at the same time. I like that it's not the way she's talking about the directors or the actual zombies.
I'm the same.
Okay, there was another panel at the Image Expo that just had Robert Kirkman. And did you know that?
No.
Okay, so he revealed a few things. He says the appearance of Blue Meth from Breaking Bad in season. Wait, that was earlier this season, right? That's his idea.
Oh, great.
I did it.
Yeah, he said T-Dog is not supposed to be filling Tyrese's role, Tyrese in the comic. And, no, they're not like he's black.
Yeah, certainly.
And he said T-Dog will be getting more character development this season. I can't wait. They always say that.
So how do you not in
Yeah, he does not need it at all. So, he says Merle will be seen then. Which I'm glad. He said regarding the upcoming Telltale Walking Dead game we talked about last episode, he said there are levels where you have to protect someone and only have so much food and have to decide if you will steal food from others unless they can condemn them to death. I say yes. And he says, any person make their characters to live or die in each playthrough, which I think is kind of cool. And the game covers bits of backstory from the comics, specifically focusing on Glenn and then before he joins the main cast.
So glad about that.
What about you?
Yeah, I think I like it. The Telltale games are more story oriented, less like twitchy killing insight. So I think that's the reason why I went for it. He said originally Image nearly passed on the Walking Dead comic book because they thought the story needed more of a hook into things set in the zombie apocalypse. So he told them that the zombies were animated by alien race that was preparing to invade the Earth, and they said, okay, we'll do it. Yeah. And then he said he never actually intended to do that. He just said it would be published. I know. That's all I got. You anything else you know of?
Do I?
Yeah.
No.
We can say all the spoilers for the rest of the season, but
Well, did you already catch that Norman Reedus and Steven Yeun are headed to
Oh, I didn't see that.
yeah, and you know, I think what they do is they've always done this. They have the actor, like they'll have an actor come in just for his episode and give feedback and stuff like that. I'm not sure.
The other thing before starting with season 2.
Yeah.
Season 2.
Yeah, I remember that. And I don't think it means that they're going to be like full writers, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I just looked at it.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for the news. Let's actually take a little break because we're going to
If I have nothing fun, pretend I know my thoughts can't live with alone. I have nothing fun, but man, I know my thoughts, but I can hide them.
Okay, we're back. It's time for Mr. Mills Runs. So just like last time, the first few emails are about last week's episode, and we get some about this week's. Go ahead, Grace.
Okay, this one's from Greg. It may not seem intuitive, but strong sedation is the first thing you do to treat someone in a catatonic state. Here and they have made your head spin. But first of all, one person tried to sedate her. Think about it. She's essentially overwhelmed by stress. She probably has a severe case of post-traumatic stress disorder and has freaked out. On a related note, her personal knowledge of the physiology of the leg should be supervising. And him talking it out before having to go at amputation would be very useful. Don't you do that to make sure you cover everything?
No.
No, I think there's like a horde of zombies like 10 yards away. I don't agree with that part.
Okay, sure.
But I do think it's interesting about the sedation thing. Okay, this one is from Jason. He says the lack of zombies actually haven't been the cause of my concern over the first half of season 2. I don't mind the run and day aspect of what the characters are dealing with. The thing that has frustrated me over the season has been the pacing. I just want to speed the story up. Stop dragging it out. If the show had 20 episodes of the season, it wouldn't have this effect on me. But when the episode ends and the realization there are only a few more in the season before 9 to 10 month hiatus, everybody get frustrated. It will be dramatic character building scenes that keep them on the farm. And I think Mazzara agrees too, and I think he wants to have more stuff happening in each episode rather than I think Bear treating the whole season more like a film where you can drag out the whole thing over the season.
It's a really good one, though.
Jason, I'd like to know if you are liking the most recent episodes better.
First one. This one's from Erin St. Louis. It's a haiku. And she writes, Glenn is a hottie. Daryl is my favorite. I like cute doggies. Awesome. Thanks for writing there. Good haiku.
Good from Patrick. We looked at what every episode. I was 10 hour loved it. You did everything except something that I hope becomes a theme. Lori and Andrea, the two king queens, positioning kings. Both of them were talking in their manly ears, moving them to the position they wanted. Hopefully they continue to be kingmakers. So in Lori's massive effect leading farm, it's not a big badass shouting the dead with the switch. So, you know, I think the rash decision she made, but I do think she panicked when, or, you know, was really afraid once Dale told her what to handle with it. You know, so I can see how she made it.
Yeah, she really did turn a corner because before she told Jason wanted to stay, and now she's practically asking her to kill him.
Yeah, I think it's better. I agree.
This one's from Nick. My understanding of Gum Girl is that she causes is a panic shock. Our bodies overworking normal sense of vitals may go off the chart. Her heart rate, for instance, could be tachycardic. A condition that can be caused by panic. Also, hyperventilating from panic causes a decrease of carbon dioxide in the blood, which could lead to hyperventilation. He says being somebody who really has panic attacks in a catatonic state, like this girl, rather than mobile, bodies working extremely hard. That sounds like a bummer. But thanks for the insight. Yeah, you know, it's face, you know.
Yeah, it's next to the haiku from Andrew. It's just like, she said, slivers open if all is pointless.
Hey, that's deep.
Yeah, thanks for writing the haiku, Andrew.
That's deep.
This one's from Steven Anthony. I know you all are very dramatic. You don't want to see a common character die. Let's be honest. Laura needs to go. She's complete drain. She's frail and liable. Which is fine except she's drained as if she's someone we're supposed to root for. Forget used as a plot device manufactured to manufacture Jane. There are plenty of ways to do that. I don't have anything against Sarah, but Laura is completely drained the show, and if that day comes to turn, my hero will turn the show to a complete quagmire. It sounds bad, and nothing will be there in my opinion until her off and let her death serve as a jumping off point for rich character development. Dear guys,
Wow, thanks, Steven.
I kind of agree. I don't think she's drained as she's we're supposed to root for. I don't know she is, but anyway, I don't think so, but she's getting lots and lots of things on the internet out there.
Yeah, I mean, I myself, not loving her all the time, but I like when characters like on the show. Although sometimes there were some characters like that were more likable. I mean, Lynn had to be the one.
Yeah, really working.
Yeah, totally. Next is from Pat. I wrote you a few months ago about the Run for Your Lives 5K where zombies chase you, and I wanted to tell you about how it was. So first, the part where you're being chased is everything I hoped it would be. Unfortunately, those parts were too few. Zombies look great, some shambled and not chase you, some ran after you, chasing you up and down hills. This is the thing we were talking about, how you can join these races where zombies chase you. In case you don't remember. There were zombie prom queens, nuns, football players. They look great. There were a number of fun obstacles like a maze of hay bales, which had a sneaky bed and where zombies waited to get you and a lake swim. There were a couple times where you had to run down zombies to get from one side of the field to another, and the adrenaline rush was incredible. There was a time where a zombie chased my friend and I up a hill, and because I was fast ahead and I got his flag, not mine.
Wow.
Plus, after we were done, we were taking volunteers to get the zombies to go out on course and chase, so you could play both sides on the same day. And that sounds amazing.
Oh my god, I can't wait to do it.
He said that size there were a lot of people on your trails were off very muddy, too slippery runs, so you had to walk a lot, and maybe you got a couple people got hurt. Also, yeah, also it was really fun and was not that flaws. Are you going to try to do one on the West Coast? Thanks for you, Karen.
Yes.
Yeah, I think San Francisco.
I'm a runner and I like some zombies, so it's great. It's not good. And this next email, what do you mean haikus? This next email is I just love you. I was right, so I'm going to love you. Thanks.
You know, I wrote Lisa and told her I wouldn't actually haiku, and she wrote back and told me it was
Oh, it's on there.
It's great. Okay, next.
Okay, this is from James. Still love your show. I wanted to let you know that I watched Michael YouTube guys and last week. I thought it was genuinely speaking with the bill of the this point. Once you quick comment on the email out. When James grabbed the bus, I thought that Rick was going to shoot in me and leave in the face of the water to change it on earlier with it. That would have been a sign of Rick's more sense. Instead, guys, you gotta hang out with us with you. I keep hearing that Rick is going to become more and more important closer to where Shane character is. Nevertheless, he thinks Rick maintaining the white hat and choosing the better route. I'm glad Rick maintains the moral center, but his business starts stretching on the believable given the situation he's in. What do you think?
I don't think that's true, and I think that it'll just take time and he will get there, but I wouldn't want him to move there too fast because they have to pace it over the course of the entire series of Walking Dead. Yeah, and I think, he's just a good guy. He's about 0 right now.
And I think you list it on.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Okay, this is from Justin. My wife asked why I thought the significance of the lone zombie walking in the field was. At first I said it was symbolizing how Shane feels at this moment, being alone and the only right man in the group. Then I thought this morning, no, I think it just means that walkers know where the farm is. What do you think? That means something they focus on twice. Also, if it was never clear before after last night's episode, should you know characters they get walker do on them, especially in the face where there are open wounds. Anyways, enjoy the show, you guys.
Wow, I can't remember what it takes. Fast and loose with bodily fluids. Local pathogens don't seem to be much though.
I want to see one guys take a bite out of a zombie.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't think it means that the zombie knows where the farm is because they were not close to the farm, but that would be cool if that would be. Okay, Karen, I'll give you another poem. But you sounded upset. Would you like to read the poem?
No, and zombies love from Jesse. It's right, Jesse. Family. Wait, let's see if I can do that. On family, on dirt, on a dead brain that yearns to wonder. Does a dead brain ever ask, speculate about one's past? Does it love and love to rot? Does it love at all? Well, surely not. Does one's friend cease to be? Or is there a trapped fragment of memory? These things I try to speculate, yet my brain's decay will not hesitate to destroy any meaning of the human brain. Thus are just truth and unending being. And zombies love replace the empathy that so many are in awe of. If I were to see my sister me, a Carlos on me, would I be able to keep it aside on rebellion? Because I know I had family ones whom I loved in many ways more than much. And now all the care which my life had wed takes the form of my zombie head. So woe is me, or if I could be sad at all, instead I aimlessly walk halls of an abandoned mall to see the woman who gave me birth and the brains I'd love to feast on your grass and dirt. The moment third in a poetry form. A form of poetry contest. Wow.
I thought that was great. You read that very well.
Thank you, Jesse. You take first place here at the
Okay, this one is from Rayanne. Kate Shane is acting like a 13-year-old in management. The one report that Shane is definitely up to 21. Ian Rex and hello, Rick. Peter actually thought it was a good idea to wait before my round trip to drop off that guy in the middle of nowhere, essentially getting for dead. Kate actually allows that kind of thing to happen. Kate, they don't even seem to have had a lot of discussion about whether anyone like repeating around because he has no showing signs that he has religious tendencies people. Kate, you're listening to the Where's that from? I thought the group was running with no map. Is Peter most recent member or oldest, and now they're running back to where they came from? Is it even true? It doesn't even make sense. I also think Amy decided to point shame on Peter that Lori now is trying to keep hardworking, catatonic, and zombie apocalypse alive. She seems to have forgotten that she would never have gotten a chance to reach her goal as we had not been failed. Killing her as a herself once upon a time ago. I also also say that you would extra steps, is there any possibility for us in the near future that something takes watching and going for Walking Dead? And one more day, but it's just too much. Oh, that's really easy.
That was a hate-filled email. I loved it. After reading all that hate, I still think she might like the episode. Okay, from Jessica. My own in Rome season 2. Am I the only one totally bugged that Lori is pregnant? In the stressful zombie world, in normal, we might be ovulating in order to get pregnant. But we also factor Lori's unique situation, underweight, husband in a coma, and left for dead. She just should not be pregnant, and now the car accident didn't make her a mystery. I'm just not buying it. Totally bugging me, and it doesn't add to the story.
Wow, are you friends with me?
I think those are all valid, but I'd say it doesn't add to the story because it was other people in the story, the same thoughts you have, like Beth. She was kind of the same thing.
By the way, Jessica has a PS haiku for us. Jason Karen, love the podcast. You do well. Do not ever stop.
And I also stop and Walking Dead ends.
Oh no, Shelley on.
And then there's calls. This one is from Ken.
Hey guys, love the show. Excellent stuff. This is Ken here. I really can't understand why Rick is still trying to negotiate with Shane. That's what I felt last night's episode was all about. The zombie action was amazing. The story was really cool. I couldn't believe that Andrea did what she did. Yeah, I know it all turned out for good, I guess, but I probably wouldn't have very upset with her if I was maybe as well. Anyway, love the show, and here's my zombie sounds, or a couple of them. Here's the first one is kind of feral zombie. Another one is anyway, zombie people because I'm so many to do walk around a lot and hungry all the time.
Me too. I think it was like a ghost zombie.
Wow, that's great.
And I like the hate Lucky Right. Yeah, you can just hang out in the doorway. Thanks, Mom. Oh, so what did you ask about?
I really can't understand why Rick is still trying to negotiate with Shane.
Oh yeah. Would you guys agree?
Well, no. Well, that's the history. There's not any thing.
We're just off and kill Shane. Yeah.
See, that's what I like is that when we have discussions about whether the group should kill a new guy that no one has done, actually a lot of people say yes, but those same people who like Shane would not say that we should just kill Shane. You know, that's also right. Okay, here's the call from Mark.
Hey guys, Mark calling from our Session Celestia. Next episode, it was awesome. So my question was, you the first match is zombie with those three zombies that come out. Let me know if that's you what. That's it. That's all we know about that episode. That was cool. So, every day and big back.
Yep, I agree. Thumbs up now. Okay, thanks for calling. Let's move on to next week on Walking Dead.
Next week on episode 11, it's called Judge, Jury, and Executioner. And a little description on AMC lets Rick side Shane on an important decision causing Dale to worry that the group is losing its humanity. Carl actions have unintended consequences on the group. It's written by Angela Kang and it's directed by Greg Nick
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's great to hear. Go.
Yeah, you know, I remember in this episode, Rick was actually concerned. He said, I'm probably going to have to kill that kid, which I just don't get. Like, why would you think that already?
God knows why. I mean, why have to kill a guy? Come on.
You know what his high group, and also what I heard on the internet, which I'm not some people that watched the title, said that the guy outside the bar top mentioned the name Jane, like we're gonna tell Jane or something like that.
Oh.
So you know that's
Like a lead title.
yeah, the one is the last name. We have no idea what high real cancer is and what his family is there. You know,
Interesting. So how do you watch the titles?
you just choose on your TV. I watched the title, I heard.
I did hear him say something like that, but I didn't see that during subtitles on it was very unclear, so I didn't see it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, still, just because someone mentioned that, it's no reason to kill the guy.
Well, no, and we have no idea what the title is, why they have not communicated him. They have to ask questions and
So,
find out.
well, here's a spoiler. This is more spoiler because I watched the next week on Walking Dead video. So if you don't want to hear this, move to the next section. But did you see it? Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of torture, it's Daryl torturing the guy, basically.
Yeah,
I love he's turning into this series' site.
Yeah.
And really women in this site.
I'm glad the guy gets some more Daryl heavy stuff too. He's,
yeah.
You know, it's inconceivable to me that he was laying around healing for an entirely nobody bothered to ask who he was. And then Maggie, who allegedly stole them, didn't go in and say, hey, what's up, bro? It's Title Town. How should you really not know? I mean,
he's a liar.
Yeah, it's
or not? Or not?
You know.
it's a different profession, so it's light work.
Okay, shall we move on?
Yeah.
I just want to talk a little bit about this book that was sent to us by Smart Pop Press. It's called Triumph of the Walking Dead. It's a collection of essays from scholars and writers all about Walking Dead. And if you're like an obsessed fan, it's awesome. I read only a couple of them so far, but I really like read the intro and this essay by Dave Benson, who wrote the Walking Dead novel, and I actually like this essay better than I liked the novel, but really goes into different aspects of The Walking Dead. And I'm going to actually read one part of his essay that I like a lot. It's very short. He says, characters of Walking Dead are not mere characters, they're people. They're terrified and they're morally sick and they long for deliverance. And they love their children and they will do anything to protect their families. In other words, unlike the marionettes of most zombie books and movies, these people act like, well, real people. So you got to name the main character, Rick runs whimsically after the course of which he wrote through West Landscape in an early issue. A former police officer just away from home after being shot on line of duty. Now he's frantically searching the apocalyptic byways for his family. I held her hand the whole time, Grimes every time for the uncomprehending animals, driving his wife's labor and subsequent birth of his son. There were some complications and she had to get cesarean. I was really worried. Grimes eventually chokes on the words and can't go on, but in a way he discovers right then why he must go on, and why we readers must turn the page. This is the keystone of The Walking Dead's power and unexpected tenderness in characters. Because of this, the stakes of the story raising compelling with each page. You care a little bit more, you empathize, and perhaps most importantly, you realize that sympathy is what makes the next eruption of trademark zombie splatter all the more horrific.
That's good stuff.
So yeah, I read this book. I'm going to read some more of it and Karen, you read some of it. And then you want to have now, or should we wait into next week?
Let's do next week. Just I agree with everything you said so far. It's real solid work and very academic, but fabulous.
Cool. So I'm going to give away a copy of this book. I'm going to do a little contest. To win, you need to be in our live chat room next week. We do it every week on Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific. Go to walkingdeadcast.com/live and be there sometime between 5 and 6 p.m. Pacific. We'll tell you how you can win, and which we actually need to figure out before next week. So yeah.
Well, I think we're going to ask our listeners a question, and the person who comes up with the right answer and puts it in our live chat first.
Yeah, I'm going to say what is meaning of life?
And the person with the best answer wins. Yay!
Okay, you guys ready to close out?
Yeah.
All right, that's our show, episode 57. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Please, if you're so glad, don't forget to retweet our Norman Reedus thing. I've never asked for anything like this before, but I like to try different things just to see how it goes. So if you're into it, go on Twitter.com/Jason Karen, find the tweet for Norman, and he'll see that a lot of people are interested in the podcast. Or just send Norman tweets saying, "Come on, podcast." Next week we may have Danny Miller on. He's an artist who did these great Walking Dead posters with Brandon Carroll recently. They're really detailed drawings of 3 separate zombies over here in the season. They're going for $40 a piece online, and he mentioned that he gave us some today, so we have that's nothing.
And make sure those are
That's right. Yeah, anything else you want to say before we close out?
Thanks for being on the show, Casey.
Yeah,
Thanks
that was good.
for
Liked it. Okay, so if you'd like to leave us a message, you call us at 650-45-DEAD, at 650-45-2323.
You can email us at brains@walkingdead.com.
You can check out our website, leave comments at walkingdead.com.
We're also on Twitter, Jason Karen, and on Facebook at facebook.com/daily.
All right, that's our show.
Thanks for listening. Don't get it.
You saved him. No, he's been tortured. Could be executed. How are we getting better than those people? They're so now.
He's a Hillsborough podcast. I'm Jason.
And I'm Karen.
And this is the Walking Dead cast episode 58. And today we have a special guest with us, artist Danny Miller. Welcome, Danny. Yeah. So Danny, a while ago I saw that these really amazing posters came out, and they were a collaboration between Greg Nicotero and Danny, and I posted on the site. And Danny contacted me about coming on and talking about that. That was really great. So we get to hear a little bit about what I was like to work with Greg. And these posters, I have a set here because Danny was nice enough to send us some, and they look totally amazing. Like they're really great quality prints. And Danny also sent us this video of the printmaking process, and it was really cool just to see the artistry and the craftsmanship that can actually go into printmaking.
What's the called process of making these lithographs? Or
These are silk screen posters, and that video kind of shows you what how many people take to kind of make them, especially prints. These screen print posters are not even on that big scale. But yeah, it just kind of shows you how much you know, actually, it's just a machine printing it out and cutting it. So that's cool thing about screen print posters. That not only is there artists doing the art with the poster, but there's actually people doing that at a technical skill and time and skill. So when you do them numbers, you feel like put it somewhere, but that a lot of time is making them.
I pulled this out when I first got it, and my wife was sitting there, and I was like, oh my god, this is as cool as Zombies. So first she goes, wow, those screen printed. She had to do some screen printing in college, I guess. She was incredible quality.
Beautiful. I agree with you.
When you're posting pictures online, they don't do justice. And so you actually get them in, you see how big they are, and you see how detailed and everything like that. So I like the details there.
Yeah. Tell us how did this come about?
I worked with Greg a few years back. I was doing teacher design, and he wanted to get the design back done, and we started talking, and I started doing teachers for KBS design for him, and then I did 3 teachers for him, for him, and we got in touch, and we actually got to one of the interview podcasts for the zombies, and he was busy, so never had it. It just went back, and then after he just got to becoming able to do this, so we went there, and they sent me pictures of the zombies, they sent me back actually a bunch of pictures of zombies, and then we started talking, I got 3 lines, and we went there. So the first one, I was actually a zombie, which I never seen another, so I've seen so far the zombies from the first episode.
Yeah. This is the Dale killing zombie.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to watch zombies, well, I watched that episode, and I already talked about, you know, the 3 zombies are so cool, and you want to know what
And it's also the well zombie.
yeah, well, I mean, Brad was because he doesn't look like a typical zombie. You know, the pictures just, I mean, he was really, you know, he was a serious looking zombie. So we put these on the zombie that kind of heal up for a little more of the faces. Those pictures I seen, his eyes were full shut, so, you know, it was like, he was talking to.
Yeah, he's very waterlogged.
Did you work all from like photographs?
Yeah, they sent me photos of it, take on set. So, the Ugly Zombie, I got one picture, this zombie, I got a bunch of pictures, and he really had made pictures of the zombie, so I actually worked with some of their photographers that they done. So I think it was, you know, kind of like 2 years, 4 or 5 pictures that I had together, you know, all kinds of zombies.
You can totally tell right away what it is.
Yeah, it's not me, I got time with one, right? You put it together, so.
That's my favorite one too, I have to say.
Yeah, and what we'll do is, you know, we didn't like Easter eggs, so I was talking about little images in there, so I don't know how long.
No,
well,
like what? Like what?
You know,
I haven't seen that.
Give us one, give us an example.
You want to tell us? Like,
well, the one I was I had 2, I got the zombie, right? I'm going to which I think is kind of related to the zombies themselves, or episode. So,
Your zombie is fantastic.
well, his eyes are really good. Okay, well, so what else I want to ask about these? So when you were doing this, did you kind of get a sense of the behind the scenes of the show or anything like that?
no, right, I kind of asking you one of those things where, you know, I don't know how to do a show, I never try to, you know, get information, so we kind of just, you know, zombies, and, you know, I got asked, I sort of, I about working with, you know, yeah, I can stories, but nothing, you know, it's fun, but,
I understand what a little.
I would say that I can keep it actually.
So what is going to happen with these?
as far as we're going to do, or?
No, what are you going to do with these posters? Are you just going to sell them or?
Yeah, we actually sold out, so, yeah, we did 400 sets, we also used them to the variant version, we did 75 of those, and they were made out of which kind of like, we thought it was sourcing age, but they sold out in 2 hours, so, it was a 1 run, so, yeah, we have a on the website, that thing I go down, and, so, I think, you know, we're going to talk about, you know, who's next, so, we can get anything on our blog, ask people who think zombies, who think the prep, so, we got a lot of missions, and we're going to figure out, who zombie we'll see again, so.
Very cool. So, Manny sent us a few of these, and we're going to give out a complete set to one of the listeners, and we're going to have another zombie sound contest like we did last year. I think we might make this like an annual thing.
Yeah,
so best zombie sound. And if you guys want to enter, you can either email us a sound file to brainthebomb.com, or you can call in at 650-485-DEAD, 650-485-3223. Make sure if you call in to leave your email or something, we'll hold you and don't do that in the zombie sound, probably won't understand it. And we're Karen and I are going to be judging entries this time, and we're looking for zombie sounds that like when I close my eyes and listen, I get chills, like feeling like there's some serious zombie around, some really aggressive zombie or some sneaky zombie or something like that. That's kind of fun. This one some really creepy ones.
Right.
And entered by the Friday, March 19th at midnight. That's the day of the finale, and then we'll in some future episodes we'll announce the winner. Dan, is there anything else you want to talk about or plug before we move on?
I would just say, again, it's one thing we're, don't finish out, we'll be ready either, you know, so, right now we're getting pretty low, and I've got my cams